Hey, welcome back, guys. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Albert Einstein. This is FreeCodeCamp.org, and we are doing responsive web design certification. Um, and right now we are learning HTML forms by building a registration form. And we're just about to finish this project up. This is steps 61 to 65. All right, so let's get it done. All right. Lastly, for the submit button, you want to separate it from the field set above. Okay, so where's the field set? Oh, this is the CSS. You want to separate it from the field set above and adjust its width to never be below 300 pixels. All right, so our submit button's right down there. All right, so change the margin property. Here's our margin property to include one EM at the top and bottom. All right. Um, while leaving the left and right margins set to auto, and then set the width as described above, never to be below 300 pixels. So width. All right, so we'll put another width property. Width min, never below 300 pixels. Let's see. Okay. Should have a width property. Use the min width. I always mix that stuff up. Min width. Check. All right. That's it for step 61. Just changing a couple settings here. We changed the margin. We changed mid width. All right. On to step 62. All right. Our registration form is starting to look pretty nice. All right. Step 62. Most borrowers inject their own default CSS properties and values for different elements. If you look closely, you might be able to notice that the input is smaller than the other input texts or input element. File input, okay, right here, is smaller than the other input elements, text input elements. Yeah, it's true. By default, a padding of 1 pixel, 2 pixel is given to the input elements you can type in using another attribute selector. Okay. So input, um, nope, I'm gonna do type equals file. I believe it's a file. Let's see what type it is. Password checkbox. All right. Okay. File. Type is file right there. All right. So on our, oh, there we go. Let's just click off the index. So the type is file. So that's going to be our attribute selector. Right. And what are we going to do? Same padding as the other input elements. And it's going to be 1 pixel by 2 pixel. Let's see if that's what it's looking for. That's it. All right. So that's it for step 62. On to step 63. Speaking of padding, the submit button is sitting at the bottom of the form element. Add 2 EM of padding only to the bottom of the form. Okay, so it should go padding. 2 EM. Yeah. Okay. All right, congratulations. The code passes on to step 64. So all we did was add that padding bottom to this form selector CSS. All right. Step 64, make the input for the terms and conditions in line. All right. Terms and conditions in line by adding the appropriate class in the HTML. Okay. And the appropriate class in line. So the class is in line by adding in line. All right. So class equals in line. There we go. Congratulations, code passes on to step 65. All right, lastly, change the color of the terms and conditions link. So we're gonna make a selector. Lastly, change the color of the terms and condition link. Do we have any other anchor? We don't have any other anchors, so we'll set the anchor selector color to this hexadecimal field, which is hashtag DFDFE2. Okay. And then if this passes, we've completed it. It gave us confetti. That was awesome. I love it. All right, so we have officially completed our registration form, and that concludes the responsive web design learn HTML forms by building a registration form. Now we're going to test our knowledge in the next project. All right, stay tuned. If you like the content, you're looking learning to code, learn with me in 2024 this year. This is our year. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.